In today's video, I am going to teach you how to automate Airtable date dependencies for project management. Start by opening your Airtable base and going into Table 1. Once you are in the table, look to the top area of the interface where your view and configuration options live. Click into the area that opens additional settings, then select Date Dependencies. This feature is what allows Airtable to connect tasks together so timeline dates can shift automatically. In the Date Dependencies settings, you will map the fields Airtable should use. First, set the start date. Click Start Date, then choose Select Field, and pick the field in your table that represents the start date for each record. Next, set the end date. Click End Date, choose Select Field again, and select the field that stores your end date. After that, set Duration. Click Duration, open Select Field, and choose the field that contains your duration value. This is important because Airtable can use duration to calculate dates consistently when dependencies change. Then confirm the From field area is set to your current table, which should show as Table 1. Take a moment to review that each dropdown points to the correct field, because a mismatch here is the most common reason dependencies do not behave as expected. When everything looks correct, click Save to apply your date dependency configuration. Now return to your main table view. Open the View selector and choose Grid View so you can see and edit your records clearly. Click into the table area and locate the Notes field. Then click Notes. This helps you confirm you are working with the right columns while you prepare to visualize your schedule. Then switch back to Grid View again using the View selector and click through the top area to confirm you are still in the correct view. Next, open the View selector once more and choose Create New. From the list of view types, click Gantt, then click Create New View. Continue through the setup by clicking Create Timeline View. Then follow the prompts by clicking Next, Next, and then Done. Once your timeline is created, click into the timeline header area. Click the editable name field and type a new name for the view. Then click Record and type in the record-related field as needed to finalize what displays on the timeline. Finally, click back into the base navigation area and select Automations to continue building automation around these dependencies. That covers everything you need to know, and that is all there is to it.